Hey Scorpio, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot. Today we're going to be doing your timeless intuitive tarot reading. So whenever you see this, that's when you are meant to find it. That being said, only take what empowers you, what feels right. Don't ever give your power away to tarot, especially online general readings. Take what resonates only. Okay, so if you'd like for me to pray for you, send you my good juju, say hi in the comments section. That's always my offer. And of course, I encourage you guys all to join in. Hey guys, this is a quick note to let you know that this video is actually a repost of one I just released. So I want to respect your time as much as possible. There's a very good chance you never saw that release, however, and it's my fault because I was tinkering around on my channel, had a mess with things, and I accidentally buried them. And the whole point is that I want these videos to be as helpful to as many people as possible. So reposting and then fresh videos will be out for you very soon. We're going to start with Oracle. We only take the cards that fly out on their own. Keep my ego out of it. And let's see what you get. So asking about Scorpio, what do they need to know? What's coming towards them? We have the two messages that came out from the Angels of Abundance deck. This is Words of Abundance and Organize for Success. We start with, you have the ability to instantly manifest abundance by choosing powerfully positive words. Always describe your own and the world's economic situation in loving and optimistic terms, and that is what you will attract for yourself and others. And then we have, do not let the word organize intimidate you, as it is simply a way for you to ensure clarity of purpose. Organizing your thoughts, your reports, your living and workspace, and your finances will help you know and plan your next action steps. So much in life makes us feel out of control, right? And we do these little things to kind of alleviate that feeling. And it's so beautiful that we can do these things. And I feel that Oracle so far is reminding you we do have this a power of sorts, and it might seem petty or silly, such as organizing your sock drawer. But notice that it feels therapeutic almost. And that's because sometimes the world is so big and our lives are so huge and so mysterious and too much for us to orchestrate. But when we do kind of organize something as simple and tactile as our sock drawer, it can be kind of a spiritual metaphor for coming to a peaceful place and allowing ourselves to have faith that things will be organized, things will pan out, fall into place, right? So anyway, the last message, the Divine Feather Messenger deck here, is the message of the White Swan. The power of divine grace is within you. So I don't know what the Scorpios I'm talking to are going through, but it seems like Tarot already, Oracle, wants to remind you that you do actually have more control on the earthly plane than you realize. While something might just seem like language and words, or simply organizing your surroundings or your sock drawer, so be it, it's actually got a direct thread to something bigger and more spiritual. So let's see what Tarot has in store for you. This should be really interesting. What is coming towards Scorpio? What do they need to know? We're going to do a 10 to 15 minute reading, a shorter reading for you. I mean, I always do these initial readings that way for those of you who really prefer them. And then if you want a longer reading, if you want to follow me over to the extended, that will be an option. In the description box below, there will be a link. And that does come with a price, and it's like a price of a cup of coffee. It allows me to do these readings instead of go to my second or third or fourth job. It's the truth. All right, you guys, but I want locked and loaded. We're going to have a really great message for you today for free either way. All right, Scorpio, what do Scorpios need to know at this time of viewing this message? Okay, we have water signs coming out. The sun, I love that. We're going to give you like the broad view of the meaning here, and then we'll unpack them for more detail. This looks good, you guys. Any more? You've got Queen and King of Cups. So I'm going to tell you right off the bat, this doesn't look like a reading that's talking necessarily about straight finances or like big career moves. It feels very much, I mean, it could connect with those things, but it feels very much connected to family, heart space, love, relationships. We've got tons We have like all cups here except for the Page of Wands and the Sun card here. Okay, so we really have kind of like, your reading starts with this open-minded energy. There's a sense of what if, and it's definitely backing off from that know-it-all place we all have, that like, I know what's around the corner, or it's the opposite of stagnant and calcified and stubborn. It's like this enthusiasm. It's what if. It's like a spark of energy. And then we have another page, which is, all the pages have that spark. They have a spark in different areas of life, and they're youthful energy. And this is the Page of Cups. So here we have energy, the spark of enthusiasm and fire. There's adventure attached to this, open-mindedness, and it comes along with this miracle energy of the Page of Cups. What if on top of what if? And the Page of Cups talks about the beautiful surprises in life, the moments in life where you realize, oh, it is kind of magical. So this could be like turning the corner and all of a sudden seeing somebody you're really attracted to, and you might be single at that moment. And they strike up a conversation, and there's this flirtiness, and it's just, everything is super fun and sparkly, and you did not expect it when you woke up that morning. So that's just an example. But this is like something wild could happen. Just allow it. And that's depicted by this fish jumping out of the goblet. And I always say this, you guys, but like, does a fish belong in a goblet of water? No. But could it survive? Absolutely. So you never know. Then we have the Sun card in the middle of your reading. This is, like the sun is shining on you. This is beautiful. We have memories in the making, good times, fun, playful energy. We have the King and Queen of Cups. I don't know what you're up to. Your reading is wild though. So this is about abundance. Let's see what happens when I unpack this, because I'm wondering, where is this going? Okay, now, because we're going to be getting the twist here, because it's like, what's the point of the tarot reading besides making you feel like, oh, everything's really great? Well, I think that we have a really strong, beautiful foundation talking directly about your relationships and your heart space, Scorpio. But something has something is coming to the end, or it feels like it is. I feel more like, because it came out with this Page of Wands, something has happened that has made you feel like you have to work a little harder in these areas in your relationships, whether it's your family. It feels like it's family and relationships, like people who are connected to you directly, your immediate circle, right? And so maybe it's felt like it's under threat, and it feels that maybe there's elements that are out of your control. And you so badly would really like to go back to a place of stability and happiness, celebration. We have, something's been wobbled, something has. And so it's kind of dimmed the pages of what can be the Page of Cups. It's dimmed this, and you are familiar with these feelings. You've felt them before in pertaining to family and relationships, but there's been some heartbreak, possibly some loss, a sense of endings, and maybe even grieving. And so what it's done, what that scenario has done, the illusion is that door is closed on imagination, on what if, and that spark of inspiration and enthusiasm. They're still here, but you can't feel them like you could at one point. Okay, so there's our twist. So getting a few more out here. Now, it's like, what I want to pat you on the back with, Scorpio, is that you have the hard work card, the Eight of Pentacles that comes out with the Sun. You are determined to do the work, to do what it takes to get into that wonderful place, opening the mind up. What if, being adventurous and in your heart space, and believing in miracles, believing that your prayers can be answered. I think that there is this triumph waiting for you around the corner. I say that because the Chariot card comes out, and it's specifically maybe being around appreciated. And it could be that things feel let me get one more card before I say something about this King of Cups. 5 of Pentacles with the Hanged Man upside down. There's some communications that have been real slow in coming through. Maybe somebody doesn't really consider your point, or vice versa. Somebody maybe doesn't see eye to eye with you. And normally things are beautiful. There's this real understanding and connection between you guys. But maybe it's almost like one person, there's this lack of reciprocity or misunderstanding. And maybe it's somebody's in a place of refusing to consider another perspective, and they might be impulsive with their words. It's like they want to get their opinion out. They feel this urge, it's an urgency. So this is between 2 individuals coming out here, Scorp. Queen of Swords, and then we've got the other energy, either you or them. Like these roles can be reversed, so that's why I'm just kind of talking about the energies. But this person really this other energy feels definitely the lack of reciprocity, and really wants success in this area, but also has to really is being very like they're much more in their headspace. They're much more in a practical place of drawing boundaries, of they're aware of their perception, and they're trying to kind of think their way through it a little bit more than feel their way through it. Possibly because this King of Cups is already in a very emotional place. And there's this realization with the Queen of Cups that, you know, I'm going to draw boundaries. I got to be a little bit more on the thinky side of things than working emotionally, because that's going to get us nowhere. It just makes 2 emotional people. So let's get a little bit more about this. There's a lot of stability in your memories and your experiences that you've created together. And I'm seeing that with the 4 of Wands and the 6 of Cups. And I feel really necessary, that it's really necessary to focus on this, because there's a strength here. 4, it's like the legs of a chair. You can't stand up with just 3. We've got something coming through here. Knight of Swords. Yeah, so this King of Cups wanting to come through with a Knight of Swords. We've got this twice. Now, there might be the compulsion to be a little bit of emotionally manipulative with their words, and where they're coming from an emotional place. And it's really important to tell you that whether this is you or somebody else, it's their perception is heavily impacted by feeling ostracized and pushed out in a place of scarcity, basically, for the 5 of Pentacles. And that's what makes them not budge. It makes them be more stubborn, and it makes them unable to entertain another viewpoint. Interesting. So it's like, yeah,